YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Wednesday. Now, yesterday was terrible, I'll be the first to admit. Valdez sold the taco, and then he sold his Gabi, which I paired with Aja Wilson, and that type of stuff is going to happen. Which is why today's video is going to be about the MLB and WNBA, but I'm also going to touch on bankroll management. Because whether you're new, old, former, crafty, veteran, rookie, it doesn't matter. You have to have bankroll management, and if you don't, you ain't winning coin. You're going to be up at the top, clicking deposit, night after night. Okay, now there's nothing wrong with that if you keep your coin in a central location, but there is a method to the madness, and I will get into it. So if that sounds like something you want to learn about, you want some MLB and WNBA picks, buckle in, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and let's get this thing started. First things first, we're going to go over to the MLB, where we have a couple of teams that need to win, a couple of teams that are already locked in, and a couple of teams that have no chance and they just don't care. If you want a full report on that, you can go to CBS Sports, just type it in Google and you can see right here. But the Phillies, Brewers, Guardians, Stros, the Yanks, Orioles, Dodgers, and Padres are all clinched in the playoffs. It's done deal. There are tiebreaker implications and other things like that up for grabs in certain spots, but make sure you check something like that out so you can have an idea of what to do. Now, yesterday was brutal and the day before was brutal, but this is the thing, guys. It's late MLB regular season, just like NBA regular season, just like NFL regular season. When you get to the end and teams are tanking, they're trying to see young talent. They don't want to injure their top guys. They're trying to bench guys for contract incentives. All of this stuff plays a part, which means you gotta be on top of your game. You got to know when to go heavy and when to go light. Right now is not the time to go heavy in MLB, y'all. Okay, it just isn't. Let me give you an example. My boy Rowdy Tellez, Rowdy Tellez, absolutely just got screwed out of $200K by the Pirates. Yes, sir. They screwed him out of $200K. He needed 4 more plate appearances, and they pretty much shut him down for the rest of the season, which is absolute dog water. That's the type of owner and management the Pirates have, which is why they can't get out of poverty, dude. But the point is these are the type of things that are influencing plays. Like, for example, yesterday, Bowden Francis, over 17.5 pitching outs. It was a smash play. He had 71 pitches, 2 hits, no runs allowed in the at the bottom of the 5th inning. If he comes out for the 6th inning, he's going to deal, smash that line, get the quality start, but they pulled him. Why? No reason, no rhyme or reason, other than the fact that they just did, and that is going to happen across the slate, okay? So you need to be mindful of this. There is a time and a place to nuke, and it's not right now, okay? We're just trying to get to the postseason, survive a little bit till NBA comes around, and then NBA will fulfill that nightly degenerate need that you have inside you that makes you fiend to gamble. You know what I mean? Captain Crush knows what it is to need it, okay? I understand, but there's a time and a place. Now, like I said, yesterday was tough sledding. I don't think I won one single slip. Okay, yeah, me, Captain Crush. I didn't win one slip yesterday. Cord got obliterated. Now, why is that? I was all in on Framber Taco. I was all in on Manny Machado. And I was all in on Matt Olson and Ketel Marte. And all of them hooked. All of them, they all hooked. It is what it is. But guess what? If you want to go right back to that Padres-Dodgers game stack, you absolutely can. What would that look like today? Real quick. It'd be Machado right back. He got all the way. He hit a double, got to third base, got stranded. Okay? Then Mookie. He literally just didn't get there yesterday. I think he got on first on an error, but 0 bats. You know he's due to get a hit. That would be number 2. Number 3, it'd be Tatis. He literally went 0 for 4, 0 for 5 yesterday. Nothing, okay? You know he's going to get a hit. I ain't scared of Flirty. And then Ohtani, Yarny. He actually got 2. He got stranded a few times. He's always in play. You could take this or his fantasy score. Now, that would be the game stack right then and there. Now, you need to understand something. The Dodgers are facing Dylan Cease, who's actually a very solid pitcher, but he can give up runs too. But that would be the game stack for that situation. That would be the one that I take. The Padres went off yesterday. It just wasn't Tatis or Machado. It was Profar, Bogarts. I mean, it's cinema. So it's just how it is sometimes, guys. Whenever you're taking hitter props, it's very volatile, but you still need to know that they're in play 1.5, whether they sold yesterday or not, guys. The way I like to do it, I like to have a list of hitters, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, or the demons, whatever I'm going to take. okay? If I have 5, my goal is to get 3 of 5 right. Then I mix them around, so I'll have 2-mans, 3-mans, 4-mans, 5-mans, and hopefully those 3 I get right. I normally have 7 in the pool, so it works a little bit better. If I can get 5 of 7 or 4 of 7 right, then I have a chance of landing on the right combo. So it's not a matter of, well, who do I like more? It's just a numbers game for me. It's just an exposure game. So let's just say I want Manny, Mookie, Tatis in a slip. Okay, then I would take out Ohtani, then Manny and Mookie. Then you could go back and take Tatis and Ohtani and go like that, mix and match. Does it require funds? Absolutely, which is why if you have a low bankroll, you go to a site like Sleeper, Chalkboard, where you can bet $1, even 75 cents, and get away with that. That is how you build your bankroll, and it'll also make you a better parlay builder, slip builder, guys. These are keys. It's not enough to just get the players right, to pick good plays. That's not enough to win when you're doing this. You have to know how to construct a lineup. You have to know how to get the right exposures, etc. You have to know this stuff, guys. It's not enough to just tail somebody giving you the plays, which is why this channel, this person, me, Crush, focuses on teaching you guys how to win long term and how to do this stuff on your own. I'm not like these other guys that are just coming on here being like, this is who I like, tail me 100%, and that's that. If that's what you want, great, bro, but I'm assuming that most of you guys are thinking individuals and you actually want to get better at it, okay? If you go fishing with a master fisherman, wouldn't you hope that he helps you and teaches you how to fish? Or do you want him just to bait the hook, do everything for you, and even reel it in for you and be like, here, you caught a fish? When, no, you didn't. I mean, you get what I'm saying? You follow? Crappy analogy, I'll concede that, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to do here, which is the Lord's work. So smash that like button while I think about it, okay? Now, all of these Cubs, they could be in play at 1.5 if you wanted to go there, but the one that I like for the other side, Schwarber, okay? 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Dude, the Phillies are just the hot team right now, y'all. They are hotter than hot, and they're just going yarn. Night after night, they're going yarn. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's Schwarber, it's Harbor, it's Beam, it's Stott, it's the lot of them. If you want to go there, you can, guys, okay? It wouldn't be my first choice, but it's fine, all right? Olsen hooked yesterday, I'm sure, but Michael Harris, look, he's the #1 most popular play on the board today. He's been in an absolute demon mode. It's a must-win game. He's single-handedly carrying the Braves. Now, if we go over here to DG, we could pull it up and get all the market data right away. Bang! DraftKings -130, MGM -125, -125. We know that it's decent across the books, okay? We're getting -119 on PrizePicks once we parlay it together. We can go over here to Outlier and see Michael Harris has exceeded 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs in 7 straight games. Facing Peterson, he's had 10 plate appearances, but only 1 hit. But he's had 2 RBIs. We see that it's not an ideal situation, but guys, 10 plate appearances is nothing. That's 2 games. 4 and 4 or 5 and 5. He had 2 RBIs, 1 hit. He would cover on average. But you can see versus lefties, he's got .289 batting average. I mean, he cooks. So he's going to cook either way. I'm not afraid of Peterson. They need to win this game. So do the Mets. It should be competitive. I'm taking it, okay? The only downside is this, the 19.5 thousand players that are on this prop. They're all taking the over, trust me. But let's move on. What else we got? Okay, Sanchez, another popular play. The Phillies have nothing to play for, but so he's going to be limited. That's the only thing that I don't like. I could see him getting pulled early for no reason at all, but 5Ks, I think that's well within the range of outcomes for him. Freddie Peralta, okay, another team who's already clinched, but 5.5 strikeouts versus the Pirates. I mean, this is literally going to be the bane of my existence right here, guys. And I'm telling you right now, 5.5 Ks for Freddie Peralta is as crispy as it's going to get for this matchup. However, he's Freddie Peralta, and whenever you're in these situations where it seems too good to be true, it always is, folks. It always is. I'm giving you the disclaimer right here and now. The Pirates, they live to strike out. Freddie's a decent pitcher, but he also gets shelled. They don't really have a reason to play. And you can see right here on DG, -140, -140, -120, -120, -150 on Bovada. The books are literally like half and half on it, man. It literally doesn't really make too much sense to me. My model projection has him getting 6 strikeouts, rightfully so. But it's going to be a sweat, guys. I'm telling you right now. Gomber was just at 3. He got bumped up to 3.5. I honestly think Gomber can give up runs, give up hits. If you can find him still at 3, that's fine. Even when he gets shelled, he still goes the distance. I don't know what they're going to do with that game. Honestly, I don't know what they're going to do. but it is something worth mentioning. And then you have Byron Buxton, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That's something that's popping as decent, okay? Probably going to get removed by the time this video posts. There's our boy Kyle Schwarber that we were just talking about. You always want to check this and then check the projection sheets, whatever projections you use, and see if you can find some harmony, okay? Now, the same thing goes for Dylan Cease. He's in a good matchup. I don't care about the Dodgers, but he's at 6. He was at 5.5 earlier, and if he still was there, I would 100% take a shot on him. But since he's at 6, I'm going to leave it alone and take it on a book like Chalkboard or whatever else. But I will be taking Flirty over 1.5 walks allowed. We can go back to DG and see it's minus 135 on 4 different books. They don't really have a lot of data here. And then if we go back to Outlier to see Freddie Peralta, you can see in the last 30 days, Pirates are ranked middle in the road 15, but overall they're ranked 23rd. You can see Freddie Peralta's range of outcomes is all over the place. His last 10 starts, last 5 starts have been absolutely rough, okay? But he has that upside in there. So I wouldn't be anchoring Freddie Peralta by any means, but definitely want to have some exposure to it. It's just too good of a spot to pass up. And like I tell you guys, it's usually when that's the case, it's too good to be true. I like to give you guys both sides of the coin, man, because these are the things that I try to go through on my own. I try to sit here and come up with it and try to give you guys the best advice that I can. I'm not always going to get it right, guys. Both sides of the coin matter, okay? You want to approach everything in life, every choice, and know both sides of everything so you can make an informed decision. That is my goal for you guys here. Now, Jack Flirty over 1.5 walks. You can see the head-to-head data is only from 2023. We don't really care. In his last 20, he's gone over 9 of his last 20. He's exceeded 1.5 walks in 4 of his last 5 games. But if we look at the team rankings, you can see San Diego is pretty much dead last in getting walked, okay? With the Yankees being first, then the Brewers, then the Dodgers. So that's something else to contend with, okay? Again, these are not plays that you want to be anchoring by any means. They're just fillers, okay? I'm going to have very limited exposure to MLB today, guys, except for that 4-man hitter stack. I will probably attack the hitters, which are the most volatile, but at least I know that they're going to be trying their hardest to get hits because they need to win the games. All the Braves hitters are in play, all the Mets hitters, all the Dodgers, all the Padres, okay? I'm sorry I can't just come on here and give you guys this is definite matter-of-fact stuff because 1, I don't talk like that, but 2, I'm trying to be honest with you guys and keep it real. Now, with that in mind, do with that information what you will, guys, but the Mets hitters, guys like Francisco Lindor, they're demons. Vientos, Alonso at 1.5. I mean, they're going against Sale, who's an elite pitcher, but they need to win the game, so anything is possible. Speaking of Sale, they bumped his line from 6.5 to 7, and now that he's at 7, I don't like him to get 8, even though he absolutely could. I would go down here to his Gobby at 5.5 and just take that. Remember, when you're targeting goblins, you can bet a higher unit because you're getting a lesser payout and it'll help offset that, okay? That's what you could do there. This is what I would be taking if I was going to be targeting Chris Sale today. He is the discount on Sleeper right now, so buyer beware. If you want to sign up to Sleeper, use code CRUSH. The link's in the description. You'll get your full deposit match in 30 days of the cord. Same thing with Chalkboard. They have discounts out right now, and Underdog. All of those are in play, guys. All those discounted sites. PrizePicks actually has the worst lines today out of all of them, unfortunately, but this is the site that has the best interface for making these videos, okay? But look at the pitching outs. You can see right here, they're giving you the red flag telling you we have no idea what these pitchers are going to do. There's 15 games today pretty much, and they don't have any pitching out props up here. That tells you guys that they have no idea who's going to get pulled early, etc., etc. Okay, this is why this stuff is important. This is the giveaway to go light on the MLB until the postseason hits, guys. Even in games where they must win, it's still gonna be wonky. We just don't know. Same thing with the pitcher fantasy score. There's only 3 up here, guys. They are telling you, they're signaling to you to go light. So I'm begging you, I'm asking you to go light. I know you're a degen. I know you're chasing losses, and I feel your pain, guys. This is my 23rd and 24th. Look, down 63 units yesterday, Taco Tuesday. That taco didn't help. I have 100 max tacos. Put it in on the 23rd. I also got shelled. That's 93 units in 2 days. Now, the degen in me wants to go chase it, but it's not about that, guys. I don't care if I lose today, tomorrow, the day after that. It doesn't matter. I care about the end of the month, the end of the quarter. It doesn't matter. You cannot look at it on this micro scale. You have to look at it in the macro sense, okay? I'm being honest with you guys. Look, it's right here. I got shelled, but let me show you something else. This is my September overall still. Even with that 93 unit loss, I'm still up 455 units, okay? So it doesn't matter if I lost 93. Yeah, it hurts, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, guys, overall, okay? You focus on the process, making the right plays, but more importantly than that, bankroll management. I'm telling you guys, without bankroll management, none of this matters. And what does that mean? If you have $100, you don't get to be betting $25, $50, $75 a day, okay? If that's your bankroll for gambling, you can't do it, all right? Many of you don't like to hear that. You think, well, Kep, I'll just reload. Then you're never, ever going to be growing or moving up in the stakes. You're always going to be in the same cycle. You win one day, cash out, whatever, buy yourself a pair of sneakers, but in the end, you're depositing it back with interest because you're not doing it properly, all right? You want to be using less than 5% of your bankroll any given day. That's how you can afford to lose 1 or 2 or 3 days in a row and not care. You shouldn't be caring, guys, about your losses. Yes, I mean, you're going to care. We're human beings. It sucks to lose, whatever. Try to get better if you made the wrong read. But if the reads were solid, then who cares? You can't control the outcomes, guys. People are going to do what they're going to do. That's why it's gambling. That's why it's good to be the house. They have the built-in advantage no matter who wins or who loses. They're making money off the vig, rake, and everything else, just like poker. So the point is, don't focus on, well, I lost 2 days in a row, and now I have to abandon my process and just do what I like, which is the last 5 green, blah, 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 whatever. Guys, trust the process. Okay, I promise you it'll be good in the end. Now, I'll be having a live stream today. Yesterday, I got some bubble guts out of nowhere before the live stream. It was short, like 15 minutes, answered a few questions, had to cut it off, but there will be one today. And if you want to get in the live stream today, it's in the Discord, which is linked to the Dub Club, CaptainCrush.net gold package. The link is in the description. I hope to see you guys there. Now, let's transition to the WNBA, where it's playoff season, okay? Now, this is where it gets complicated, all right? Yesterday, the WNBA fed. Absolutely. Everyone went over that should have went over. Everything like that went over. That's how what happened yesterday in the WNBA. Now, you can see right here, we have a couple of options that are 53%, which is rare. We got Jones at 5 rebounds being juiced on the under. I'm personally going to stay away from that. You got her at 13 points. You got her at 27 fantasy. Now, here's the thing. Because it is the playoffs, they're actually letting the starters play more. But girls like Bonner and whatnot are starting to step up out of nowhere. But you can see Carrington over 4.5 rebounds. Thomas and Clark over 17 in assists. That's actually not that bad. Nalissa Smith over 14 PRA. That feels way too low, but I mean, whatever. Boston over 13.5 points. She's 14.5 on other books. She's probably going to get moved up before lock. Caitlin Clark at 32.5. She's 33 everywhere else. I mean, they're facing elimination, so anything is possible. If you did want to take Carrington, you could always take her rebounds there. You did see right there that it was decently priced, okay? We're not getting taken advantage of there. Boston, 13.5 points, absolutely in play. We know it's 14.5 on other books, 14. If you want to go there, you can. I would take Boston's points. Kelsey Mitchell's Gabi at 14.5 is absolutely in play. I don't know why they don't have a regular line for her. Maybe they do. Maybe this is the... There it is. It's 20.5, okay? I honestly think her 20.5 is in play, but personally, when it comes to Kelsey Mitchell, I like her first half. For full game, for me, it would be Boston. Man, Clark was at 7.5 earlier. I knew I should have got it in. Now she's at 8 assists, but that combo, where is it at? The assist combo right there. 17 assists for Thomas and Clark. Absolutely. And then I love Nafisa Collier in this type of a situation for the other game. Unfortunately, her line's at 22.5. I got her at 19.5 the last game they played. This one's super high, but I think I'm going to be forced into going back there, okay? She just plays so many minutes. She played 39.9 minutes last time. There's only 40 minutes in a WNBA game, fam. There's only 4 quarters of 10 minutes each. She literally played the entire game, all right? Now, when I see that, I'm going right back to her. She played 40 minutes over here on June 7th in the same spot. Nafisa Collier is going to be playing big minutes no matter what. The point is 39, 39, 33, 33. It's just a matter of what are we taking of hers, okay? Pause. Her field goal attempts, maybe, but I think I'm just going to stick to her points, maybe her points, rebounds, assists, maybe even her fantasy score, and get some of that block and steal equity, okay? She averages over a fantasy point per minute, and she's playing 39 minutes. I mean, folks, we have to target Nafisa Collier. It's just a matter of what are we taking? Her fantasy, her points, rebounds, I mean, her blocks and steals, all of it's in play, guys, all of it. She had no blocks and steals last game and still was able to get 52 fantasy points. Now, if it stays competitive, I believe she can do it again. I'm probably just going to stick with the points and hope for the best. Maybe slight exposure to the fantasy score, but that's pretty much it. All right, so these would be my favorite 3 that I'm going to be interested in. And then if you wanted to add Carrington rebounds or some first half stuff like Kelsey Mitchell at 10 points, Bonner under 8, but it is the playoffs. Be cautious about that. Anything like that, I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. Again, I'm just kind of on cruise mode until NFL and NBA get into full swing. I'm up big for the month, so I'm in no rush, no hurry, guys. That's the truth of the matter. I'm just on cruise control. I know a lot of you guys are chasing losses. You shouldn't be doing that, guys. Please, I'm begging you not to do that. But anyways, I hope you found this video informative. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.